Christy, and we are going to do a moderate to high intensity workout. Here's the deal. I am not there to keep my eyes on you, so listen to your body. If you feel like you are getting dizzy, or if you need to grab some water, or if there is a, ow, that hurts, you need to stop. I can't see what you're doing, so I can't see if I need to slow down. There is a pause button at the bottom of your screen. Push it. Take a break. If I'm not giving you enough time for a water break, push that pause button, and when you come back on, it'll be right where you stopped at. Guys, I want you to stay safe. That's our top priority in our workout. I absolutely want you to push yourself, but if at any time you think you're doing too much, slow down and self-modify. That's why you get to do this workout, and I get to take you up, down, off the floor, all around, because I know you're gonna listen to your body and not put yourself in a situation where you are gonna get hurt. So listen to your body. You're doing these exercises at your own risk because I can't see what you're doing. So listen to your body. All right, guys, I want you to keep some water nearby. Take water breaks even more often than I'm giving you. I want you to have fun with this workout. Push yourselves. Typically, I don't encourage you to, if you need a chair to do these workouts, this is not the right workout for you. But if you need a chair, please use it. Just listen to your body and have fun. All right, guys, let's get started with that warm-up. So I just want you to give me some high knees right here in place. I want you to get those arms pumping at the same time. We're just working on some gait here. So just alternating sides. Good high knees. Good job. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and take it into a nice little run. But if you do take it into that run, I want those knees coming up. This is our warm-up. You're gonna have plenty of time to get that heart rate up. I want those knees up, getting those glutes, hip flexors, quad, hamstrings. I want all of them activated. I'm using my opposite arm, opposite leg. Good job. Keep going, about 15 more seconds here on this one. All right, we're gonna take it into some Frankensteins. So I'm gonna go straight leg, take that leg all the way up as high as I can. Now, if you can also, we're gonna go ahead and swing that opposite arm around, touching that toe. Now, if that high leg, that high Frankenstein is down low, that's fine, because I'm still warming up those glutes, warming up those hamstrings, getting it activated. But we're still gonna throw that arm all the way around. And if you can, go a little bit higher. Good job. Now, I want you to find a stable object like a chair. We're gonna hang on, and I just want you to sweep that leg side to side. So, I'm sweeping that heel out and in, ankles going out and in. Staying on that one side, back and forth. I mean, even the warm-up's getting us hot and heavy, right? All right, so if you wanted to on those high kicks, now we're gonna kick back behind us. So feel free to grab onto something to stabilize you. So I'm not going real high forward, but I am squeezing back as far back as I can. All right, let's go ahead and switch to the other side. So sweep that leg through, back and forth. So heel and ankle, that toe is going forward. Like I said, feel free to grab a hold of something on this one because this one really throws off that stabilization and that balance. And I want that nice big open up legs. Really trying to warm up those joints, warm up those hips. Good job. Now we're gonna go forward and backwards. Really squeeze back behind you. Push that heel straight up to the sky. Chest is lifted on this one. All right, go ahead and come front and center. If you need to grab a hold of something, we're just gonna do some nice, easy squats. So I'm not going real deep. You know, in a regular squat, I'd go about 90 degrees. I'm not going that low. Just getting everything loose. I want you to take those hands forward, and then I want you to open them up back behind you. So just opening up that chest. Good job. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Yes, the body temperature is coming. That's what we want. It is a warm-up. Good job. Let's go ahead and keep on those shoulders. I want you to take one hand up, one hand down. So my palms are going forward and then they're going back. Spread those fingers out nice and wide. Nice big tall posture. Good job. I want you to reach out in front of you. I want you to grab that imaginary rope and pull it straight back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Elbows are gonna go low and wide. This is gonna set us up for some push-ups that we're gonna do later in class. Can you spread those fingers out as you reach and then pull? Spread and then pull. Good job. Keep breathing for me. Good job. So let's go ahead and get some power twist. I want you to go all the way across. Now notice how my toe is staying on the floor, but my heel is coming up. I want you to reach, reach, reach for that opposite wall. Keep breathing. How are we feeling out there? Tell your cornerman how you're doing. All right, let's go high. So reaching up, and when you do, notice how your heel comes off the ground of that opposite foot of the hand that's high. All right, let's go low, side to side. All right, let's put it all together. High, high, middle, middle, low, low. High, high, middle, middle, low, low. Keep that up. All right, now we're gonna lead with that opposite hand. So high, high, middle, middle, low, low. Let's do it 9 times. High, middle, middle, low, low. 8. 7. 5. 4. 2. Oh, sorry, 3. That's why you should always count if I'm coaching. Because if I start talking or if my brain goes anywhere else, it's going to be our keep on going. And done. Good job, guys. A couple more to warm up those hips. I want you to take that knee up, and I want you to act like it's a gate. So it's swinging back and forth, back and forth. Like I'm doing, I'm grabbing a hold of something. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Open that gate. Warming up those adductors and abductors. So the top part of my body is not swinging. Now I'm going to do it a little bit more. I'm going to go open and close. So up, open, and close. Notice how I have to use my hands to offset that balance and stability. It's another one of our 13. We want to keep it that way, guys. We want to keep that strong balance. Nice tall posture. Good job. And done. All right, guys, I'm going to go down on the floor. I'm going to do a couple more power moves. I'm going to come up onto all fours. I want you to bend those elbows like you're kissing the floor, but I want you to open those hands up nice and wide. So elbows bend, pop up, elbows bend, pop up. All right, guys, let's just do 13 of them. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right, guys, I forgot to tell you, if you start feeling dizzy at all, there's ways to modify that one without letting your head go below your heart. Now, if that one was enough of a challenge for you, you're gonna do 13 more of those. But if we have the ability, we're gonna power up and turn it into a power step. Alternating feet, back and forth, back and forth. When you step, use your intention. Really stomp that butt. We're working on amplitude here. That is another one of our 13 components. So power up into a power step. That was 2, 3, 4, 5. You do not have to go as quick as I am. If you need to slow it down, feel free to do so. But move with intention. I guess if we do 13, we don't balance ourselves out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that 14th one in. Nice job, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and come to that tabletop position. My fingers are gonna go right behind my ears. Elbows gonna point to the ground, open up to the sky. Point to the ground, open to the sky. Good job. Reach, squeeze those shoulder blades as you open up high. Give me about 5 more. Good job. You're just going to switch to that other hand. So fingers behind the ears, elbow points to the floor, opens to the ceiling. Two more. And done. Good job. Go ahead and take 1 foot forward. Come to that coach's stance. Tuck that back toe under. We're going to drive ourselves up off the floor. Step back. Lunge down. Knees to the ground. Step forward. Back toes tucked under. Coach's stance. Tuck it under. Drive up off the floor. Good job, guys. Grab you a quick drink of water. We're going to move on into the meat of our workout. All right, guys, so I'm gonna do my power moves from all 4. So I'm gonna get down on my knees. My knees are right underneath my hips. My hands are right underneath my shoulders. I love these power moves. So it kind of looks like this is like the start of a push-up. So we're gonna do a power up position. Once again, this one is all about posture. I want you to bend those elbows like you're gonna kiss the floor. And I just want you to power up, opening those hands out nice and wide. Take a peek at those fingers, come back to center, and then come right back down. So try and keep those toes actively on the ground. Don't let them kind of lean up whenever we're leaning forward. So toes are down, fist flat on the floor, pop up for a power up. We're gonna do this one 10 times. If you can't go the speed that I'm going, back it off and go as fast as you can. If at any time you get dizzy, this is one you want to stop and rest on, that's fine. But we're actively doing this one because this is a move that we would use to get ourselves up off the floor if we ever fell. So nice and powerful. Give me those nice, powerful voices. 10, 9, open up nice and wide. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I like to go ahead and do my power step as soon as I finish this one. So typically we would do power step at the end of our workout, but this one we're gonna go ahead and because we're in that motion already. So we're gonna push up and step out with that foot. So you can see how that would be the setup for us getting ourselves up off the floor. I'm gonna come back down. I'm gonna pop up. My left foot is gonna replace where my left hand was. and then come right back down. So if I'm not comfortable in doing that power step yet, I'm gonna repeat those power up moves one more time. Once again, listening to my body so that I don't get dizzy. So power up, step, alternating feet. Here we go, 10. Lots of power, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. I'm going to come back down into my tabletop position, and I'm going to do my power rock. So I'm going to sit back into that child's pose, and then I'm going to bring my hands all the way forward so that my belly button is down on the floor. Pushing back, shifting my weight back, shifting my weight all the way to the floor. Nice and controlled. 10. Go slower if you need to. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Done. Nice job, guys. Go ahead and come back up to tabletop. We're going to do what another name for it is the thread the needle, but we're going to do that power twist. We're going to reach in through with that left arm, trying to get that left shoulder all the way down on the floor. Look at those fingers as you twist. Open up to the sky. Try and get all the way up nice and high. Reach through, shoulder all the way to the floor. Just prepping the body for this movement. Ready, here we go. 10, 9. Trying to get those fingers all the way up. If you can't get all the way up just yet, just try each time you do it going a little bit farther. What number were we on? 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Really open it up nice and wide. Hold. Good job. Go ahead and let's switch sides. So we've got those hands right underneath those shoulders. We're going to take that right arm through, trying to get that shoulder all the way down to the floor. Open up nice and wide, trying to look up at those hands. Sweep through. Sweep open. 10, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hold it up, hold it up. Nice job, guys. Great job. Quick drink of water. All right, guys, we are gonna start our little core workout here. I've got 5 exercises for you. We're gonna put them on repeat. They are all about a minute long, with the exception of our planks. I don't like to do a plank for longer than 30 seconds. I feel like you lose your form on that one. and it's such an important exercise for the core. So that's the only one that we're gonna back off to just a 30-second. You're gonna take the remainder of that 30-second and you're just gonna give me a rest on that one. So we're gonna start here in that plank position. Plank you can do from your knees, you can do it from your toes, you can do a high plank, you can do a low plank. I want you to bring those arms apart from each other. I want you to tuck those toes under, squeeze those hamstrings, squeeze those glutes, shoulders away from those ears, and we're just gonna lift straight up. We're gonna try and hold this for 30 seconds. If at any time you need to drop down to those knees, feel free to do so. Shoulders are away from the ears, booty's tucked under, squeeze those glutes, squeeze those hamstrings, keep breathing. If it helps, sing, say your ABCs, say the Lord's Prayer, whatever it takes. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna drop up into the high tabletop. I'm gonna extend my right hand out, my left leg is gonna push away, knee to elbow, extend, replace, out, in, out, replace. So remember, we're gonna do 5 exercises, a minute each, with the exception of that plank. We're gonna put it on repeat, so we're gonna get about a 9-minute workout of the core, 10-minute workout. You can do all things for 10 minutes, guys. Well, maybe not. I guess you can't really hold your breath for 10 minutes. Out, in, push through the heels, push through the palm, extract. Keep going, guys. You've got this. Woo! Last 10. Give me your best 10. Out, in, out. Good job. We're gonna roll over down onto our back. We're gonna bring our heels right by our bums. We're gonna squeeze our glutes, push those knees into each other like you're holding a book, elevate, and come right back down. Lift, squeeze before you lift, and come right back down. I want you to don't worry about that camera. Don't worry about watching the TV. Listen to what your body is doing. Squeeze those glutes, drive through the feet, lift to the ceiling, lower back down. This is for that posterior chain. We're more than halfway through this one. Good job. We're gonna stay on our backs for the next exercise. We've got about 20 seconds left. Don't let that book drop. Squeeze those knees together. Last 10, best 10. Squeeze the glutes and lift, push, and right back down. Good job. Now I'm going to draw those knees up to a 90-degree angle. I've got those heels at a 90-degree angle, hips at a 90-degree angle. I'm just going to drop those heels to the ground and come right back up. Now I want you to support that lower back by drawing that belly button into the spine. As soon as you feel your back start coming off the ground, that's where I want you to stop. Now our goal is to touch those heels all the way down, but we may not have the core strength to get all the way down without that back peeling up. Another thing you can do is take your hands under the lower part of your back. We're over halfway through this one. Keep those necks relaxed. Shoulders are away from the ears. Notice that my heels are apart from each other. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm not touching those heels. I've got my knees apart. I've got my feet apart. Last 10. We're gonna roll over into those Supermans. I love Superman. It is so fantastic for the posterior chain, strengthening, helping that posture. This is the last round, last exercise. Got those hands out into those wides, shoulder blades away from those ears. Squeeze those glutes, lift, and lower. Squeeze those shoulder blades, squeeze those glutes, lift, heels touch. Gonna make it a little bit harder. Shoulders away, lift. You can hold it up as long as you want, and then come right back down, and down. You can go up and down. You can hang out here for a few seconds. Yes, getting stronger by the second. Rest anytime you need to. Shoulder blades away from those ears, up, and right back down. Come on, guys, this is the last one in this exercise, in this set. Last 10. Best 10. 3, 2, and rest. All right, guys, we're gonna take a 30-second breather here. We're gonna go back into those plank taps. Now, you can do those same 5 exercises exactly the same way, but if you need to progress it and make them a little bit harder, I'm gonna give you some modifications for in this one. So I'm gonna go into that high plank, and I'm gonna do some plank taps. I'm gonna do everything I can to not let those hips rock back and forth. So I'm gonna tuck those shoulder blades away from those ears, tuck those toes under, lift into that high plank. Left hand is gonna come to my right shoulder, right hand is gonna come to my left shoulder. Doing everything I can to not rock side to side. My hands are right underneath those shoulder blades, so I'm looking over the top of those hands. I'm more than halfway through this one. If you need to, drop down to your knees. But if you can do this for less than 7 seconds. Come on. 3, 2, and we're gonna drop down onto the back. We're gonna do that marching bridge this time. So squeeze those glutes, lift. We're gonna pick that leg up, push through that heel, driving that knee up. Good job. So goal is to not let those hips drop for 45 more seconds. If you need to at any time, feel free to do so. So knee up, place that foot back down. Toe is flexed, heel is up. Good job. You're over halfway through this one. Keep breathing. Don't worry. You've only got 3 more exercises after this one, and in my opinion, the plank tap is probably the hardest one. Good job. 10 seconds. Woo! 3 seconds. 2, and done. Good job. So drop those hips back down to the ground. We've got those heels taps. Knees are apart, heels are apart. Push down, draw it right back up. Remember, take those hands into the lower part of your back if you need to support it that way. Goal is getting that belly button into the spine and not letting those hips come off the floor, not letting the curve of the back come off the floor. Shoulders are away from those ears, relaxed. Heel taps and down. Now, if this is too hard, you can alternate legs back and forth. But if you can, we're gonna keep going both sides. Relax, breathe. You've got this. You're over halfway through this one. Shoulders are down, belly button's in, don't let it come off the floor. You've got less than 10 seconds on this one. We're gonna stay on our backs and go into those dead bugs. So opposite of the bird dog, we're gonna take those knees up, elbows up bent. We're gonna extend that arm out, draw it right back in. Alternating sides, yes. So pull that belly button into the spine. As soon as you feel that back coming off the floor, you're not gonna go any farther than that. Now, if this one's too hard, you can always roll over and do that bird dog. It's just the opposite direction. Good job, guys. You're over halfway through this one. Don't let that spine come off the floor. Good job. Trying to keep those knees bent. If you need to, just drop that foot down, keeping the knee bent. But if you can, extend all the way out, alternating sides. We've got last 10, and we've got one more exercise. We're gonna flip it over onto our belly for those Supermans. We're actually gonna take it into another superhero this time, and we're gonna go to Ironmans. So, on our belly, shoulders are away from those ears, hands are down by our side, palms are up, squeeze those shoulder blades, take those shoulders up, and lift. So just like Iron Man darting through the sky, that's what we're going for here. Anytime you need to drop down, shoulder blades away from the ears, and then pop right back up. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. You've got this, guys. You're halfway through this last one. This is number 10 of 10. You can do this. You can do all things, guys. Keep breathing. Woo! Drop down if you need it. Shake it out. Squeeze those shoulder blades, squeeze those glutes, and lift. You've got this. Last 10, best 10. Don't worry about looking at the camera. I'll tell you when you can stop. 3, 2, and done. Guys, nice job. Go ahead and take those hands all the way out overhead. Reach as far as you can. Breathe a couple of times. And then let's push back into that child's pose. Sitting on those ankles, reaching those fingers out as far forward as you can. Good job. All right, guys, so we're going to do a little boxing refresher just to remind you how the technique goes, what the punches combinations are. So remember, I'm going to walk up to my opponent. Whatever my dominant side is, I'm going to step back with that foot. So I'm going from full target for them to aim at to just about a 45-degree angle. My lead hand becomes my 1 punch. My backhand becomes my 2. My jab cross. I've got my hook. I can go knuckles up, knuckles out, 3, 4, uppercut, 5, 6. So on those jab crosses, we're gonna make sure that we get those hips involved, reaching all the way around, 1, 2. On my hooks, my hips are absolutely involved. I'm gonna sweep that foot, squish that bug, sweep that foot, squish that bug. On my 5, 6s, my uppercuts, my knuckles are gonna go out on those. My elbows are gonna stay bent. I'm gonna softly bend my knees. I'm gonna come down, come up with that 5, up with that 6. So just a real quick reminder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Knuckles, always strike with those first 2 knuckles. Doesn't matter which punch you're using. Bring the apple off the tree, bring it right back to your mouth. Keeping those elbows in, protecting that rib cage. Soft bend of the knee. Aim for the target that's your height, so we're not aiming up here unless the coach calls that. We're not aiming down low. So jab, cross, hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut. The numbers again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you need more of a refresher on that, check out that YouTube video that is all about boxing technique. Ready? Here we go. All right, guys, we're gonna do some combination drills. So you can either grab you some 2-pound weights or 2 to 5-pound weights, or go ahead and put on your boxing gloves. I want you to think about your fighting stance. So whatever your strong side is, so I'm right-handed, I'm gonna step back with my right foot. I'm gonna get those hands right up to my center. I'm gonna start with some uppercuts today. So we're gonna go 5, 6, 5, 6, slip. 5, 6, 5, 6, slip. So we're gonna get that rotation in. We're gonna keep those knees soft and bent. Come right up the center like you're aiming for somebody's chin. We're just gonna put that on repeat for a solid minute. So we're 5, 6, 5, 6, slip. Bring those hands, gloves together. Show them your lead shoulder. That's what that slip is gonna look like. So 5, 6, 5, 6, slip. 5, 6, 5, 6, slip. Keep it up all the way. We're gonna go through this one twice. So if you have a partner with some focus mitts, feel free to switch at halfway. Or another way you can do it is to get that southpaw work in. 5, 6, 5, 6, slip, elbows bent. Keep going, 3, 2, and 1. Next, we're gonna go 1, 1, 2, 5, 6. So jab, jab, cross, uppercut, uppercut. 1, 1, 2, 5, 6. Just put that on repeat. Don't worry about going at my tempo. You go at your tempo. Whoops. 1, 1, 2, 5, 6. That's exactly why I say those numbers. So that way my body, my brain is connecting to my punches. So don't worry about my tempo. Go with yours. 1, 1, 2, 5, 6. Put it on repeat. Don't worry, we're gonna get some of those other punches in a little bit. We're just working on those uppercuts right now. Keeping those elbows bent. Woo! Can't talk and do that one at the same time. 1, 2, 5, 6. Next, hooks. Working on those hooks. So 3, 4, 3, 4, duck, 6. Hook, 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 duck, 6. So we're just getting some leg work in on this one. When we duck, those knees bent, we go straight down. Hook, 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 duck, power up with that uppercut. Keep going, guys. You can go knuckles up or knuckles out on this one. Your choice. 3, 4, 3, 4, duck, 6. You're over halfway through. Last 10, give me your best 10. Ready, here we go. Be careful not to hit yourself in the face with your weights either. All right, this one's gonna add a little bit more complexity to it. We're gonna go 2, 2, uppercut, uppercut, jab, cross. 2, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2. So I am really trying to challenge that brain with these combinations today. These are not normal combinations that I would call. So I'm really trying to get you to respond to those numbers. 2, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2. We're over halfway through. Keep those elbows bent. We don't swing those uppercuts with that straight arm. Elbows stay bent and our power comes from our legs. 2, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2. Don't worry. Your favorite one's coming, where I'm just going to give you those combinations here in a minute. 2, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2. All right, fighter's choice. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 2. 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2. 5, 6, 1, 2. 1, 2, duck, slip. Sorry, that was a slip. I said that one wrong. 1, 2, slip 2. 2, 2, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 3, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, duck 2. Give me 1, 2s all the way to the bell. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And done. Guys, grab you a quick drink of water. Switch partners if your partner wants to do focus mitts this round. Otherwise, when we come back, we're going to do southpaw. All right, guys, so you have either switched partners, you've got the mitts on now, you're going to hold for your partner, or we're going to go into that southpaw stance. Now, if you are not comfortable with southpaw, I am fine if you stay in orthodox stance. It's your workout, guys. But if you want to challenge the brain, we're going to go ahead and step back with our non-dominant side. We're going to go back into those uppercuts. So 5, 6, 5, 6. Now you're going to show them your lead shoulder of the other side. Come back to center. So 5, 6, 5, 6, slip. 5, 6, 5, 6, slip. Keeping that elbow bent. Don't swing that whole arm. Our power is coming from our legs. Slip. 5, 6, 5, 6, slip. 5, 6, 5, 6, slip. Keep going. You're halfway there. Last 10. Give me your best 10. 3, 2, and done. All right, we're going to that jab, jab, cross, uppercut, uppercut. 1, 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 5, 6. Go at your speed, guys. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. If you need to back off the weights and just go with those hands, remember we're going to strike with those first 2 knuckles, keeping that elbow bent. If you want to hang on to those weights the entire time, go for it, guys. It's your workout. 3, 2, and done. We're going to move into those hooks now. So elbows are bent. You can go elbows high or you can go elbows low. 3, 4, 3, 4, duck, 6. Hook, 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 duck, 6. Keep it up. Keep breathing, guys. You've got this. You've got less than 20 seconds on this one. I have to say those combinations over and over in my mind too. It's quite all right. It's good voice activation. Keeping those voices going as you call out those combinations. All right, last one. 2, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2. So cross, cross, uppercut, uppercut, jab, cross. 2, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2. Put that on repeat. Good job. Keep it going. 2, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2. Use that power from those legs. Just keep those knees soft and bent. Think about your fighter stance. Belly button is in nice and tight, supporting that back. You've got 10 seconds left. Last 10, give me your best 10. Nice job. Last round, I'm calling the combos. You're repeating after me. 1, 2, 1, 2. 3, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, duck, 6. 1, 2, duck, 6. How about 1, 2, 5, 2? 2, 2, 3, 4. Give me some hooks. Just put them on repeat. 3, 4, 3, 4. I want those hips involved. I want you squishing that bug with that foot, that front and back. Getting those heels should not be planted flat on the floor. 3, 4, 3, 4. All right, let's go 1, 2s, 1, 2s, all the way through. Give me some power on those 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2. How about 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, slip 2. 1, 2, slip 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Done. Nice job, guys. Grab you a quick drink of water. All right, guys, so one of the core things that we work on a consistent basis at 413 is agility. Agility is about the ability to change directions quickly. It's about the ability to be able to have quick feet, to be able to think on your feet. It's really just about transition. It's a really great way to get your heart rate up. You know, at the gym, we use agility ladders on a very regular basis. I recognize that you guys don't have that equipment at home. So I'm just making a makeshift one here. I'm not going to push this masking tape down because I want to be able to pull it up pretty quickly. You know, unless you plan on being here for a while, then absolutely take your time and get them evenly spaced out. but I'm just making this makeshift agility ladder out of some masking tape. And we're gonna do a little cardiovascular component, try to get that heart rate up. I'm gonna set my timer for 1 minute. I'm gonna do 10 drills. Actually, I'm gonna do 5 drills, and we're gonna go through it twice. So we're gonna start with that icky shuffle. In, pause, in, pause, in, pause, in, pause. I'm gonna take some monster steps back to my starting position. All right, so that's gonna be our first round. We're gonna go 1 minute of those. I'm gonna start my clock, gonna sit up nice and tall, starting with that icky shuffle in 3, 2, 1, in, pause, in, pause. Go as long as you can, then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do those wide steps all the way back. So, do I have to build a ladder? No, absolutely not. Just listen to my commands. In, pause, in, pause, power step, all the way back. We're about halfway through this one. You can stand in place. Tap, tap, pow, tap, tap, pow, in, out, power step it back. Keep going, guys, because your ladder's probably not as long as mine, or your ladder might be longer. Power step back. We've got last 10, best 10. We're gonna hopscotch back. Once again, just working on those shifts. So hopscotch, out, in, out, in. Once again, you don't have to use that ladder. Just hop it in. Shuffle back. So get low. Next time, we're gonna shuffle the opposite direction. Out, in. Bottom half of a jumping jack. Shuffle the opposite way. Halfway. Get low. I think Coach Erica calls these crab shuffles, so those feet don't come together. Heart rate should start coming up. Last 10. Good job. All right, now we're gonna go out, out, in, out, in, out, in, and then we're gonna plank walk it back. Good job. Not comfortable plank walking? Pick your own. Out, in, out, in. Plank it back. You know what? I'm always gonna plank one direction. So I'm gonna go back the opposite way. So, 2 rounds of planks. Down, walk it down. That way I can work both sides. Tap. Good job. Oh my Lord, where is that bell? All right, you're less than 10 seconds in. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, guys, punch and jab. So I'm gonna start at my ladder, hands up, step. Good, good. So make sure you lead with 1. Now we're gonna go 2 feet in, high knees, lead with that other foot. So make sure you alternate sides. 2 feet, high knees, left foot leads, left hand punch. You can see I'm not exactly getting my feet inside that square. That's so I can show you, I don't have to worry about building that ladder if I don't want to. But of course, it's a good target. Oops, switch sides. It's good for giving you a visual to aim for. We're less than 10 seconds in. Good job. All right, fighter's choice, guys. However you want to do it. Woo! Not like that. Good job. You can go back to that hopscotch, which which was your favorite? Oh, I have a fighter in Georgetown that likes to two-step. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. 2, back. 2, back. 1, 2, back. Goal is to keep moving those feet. Let's do my side. Hopscotch is always a great one to get that heart rate up. Working on those hip adductors. Last 10. You know I'm not about to go back to those planks. Not any more than I have to. All right, so we're starting from that beginning. In, pause. In, pause. So, weight shifting on this one is so good. Icky. What was his first name? I think he played for the Bengals. Icky shuffle, back and forth. Good job, guys. Oh, I forgot the monster walk. All right, let's spend the next 30 seconds just doing the monster walk. Good job. Big wide steps, power walking. Back to the beginning. Icky shuffle, here we go. Monster walk back. Last 10. Nice job, guys. We're going to that hopscotch with that side shuffle. So feet stay apart. Good job. Feet stay wide. Keep it up, keep it up. We're on round 6 of 10. Heart rate should start coming up. That body temperature should be up by now. If it wasn't already. Halfway. Like I said, guys, you can make this ladder, even if it's an imaginary ladder, as wide as you go. Important thing is I just want you to keep it moving for 10 minutes. Heart rate's coming up. For less than 10 seconds to go. We're going to that out, out, in, in. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Go as quick as you want to go. When we get to the end, we're going to get down to that plank, walking plank, all the way one direction. This is when you're thankful for the short ladder. Good job. Out, out, in. Say it if you need to. Tell the body what you want it to do. Good job. Wow, this is the longest minute ever. Here we go. Can I drop to my knees? Absolutely. I'm doing that for me, not for you. We got less than 10 seconds on this one. We're going back up to that punch and jab. So step, punch, give me some high knees back. So right foot led the last time, left foot. Punch, jab, 2 feet. Right foot leads, punch and jab. Left foot leads. Look at your target. Ahead of you, not at your feet. You're over halfway through this one. And just think, that last round is fighter's choice. Now that does not mean we get to take a nap. Sure it does, why not? Last 10, best 10. All right, fighter's choice, guys. However you want to do this. How about every other one sideways? That's another good one. Big wide steps. We can go forward, back, side. Whatever you want to do, guys. It's about moving for 1 minute. The Ali Shuffle, how about that one for 30 seconds? Get those punches in there if you want. Last 10. Great job. Great job on that workout, guys. If you're not already on the floor, go ahead and join me now. We're just gonna lay it all the way out for a great stretch. Just letting that body recover for a little bit. I want you to just go ahead and take those hands all the way overhead. Reach those fingers nice and long. Point those toes, just resetting that spine. Big deep breath in. Letting that heart rate come down just a little bit. Goal is trying to get those fingers all the way on the floor. Absolutely want that head flat on the floor. If you need to put a neck pillow underneath your head or a little something under your head, that's fine. But goal is trying to get rid of that as soon as you can, because we want to work on that posture, letting gravity just pull its course. Go ahead and draw those knees into the spine. Now, I like to reach under my knees if I have knee issues, grabbing a hold of those hamstrings. If you want, you can rock side to side just a little bit. If you need a little deeper stretch and you don't have knee issues, you can reach around those knees, grabbing a hold of those shins. I want you to keep that right leg in and extend that left leg all the way flat on the floor so that left thigh is on the floor. Hanging on to that right knee or reaching under and grabbing that right hamstring. Just give me some circles with that right ankle. Go one direction and then the opposite direction. So now think about that knee as more towards the center of my chest, right to the right side of my chest. I want you to open it up towards your right armpit. So a couple things you can do here is take that right hand and reach inside that right ankle, allowing that knee to open up a little bit farther. You're going to get into that adductor area just a little bit. Feel free to close your eyes here and just relax and enjoy these stretches. Breathe in for me several times. Now, left hand is going to grab that right knee, pulling it across the body. Goal is try to get that right knee flat on the floor. I want you to keep that right arm on the floor, right shoulder on the floor. And if you want to deepen that stretch, you could turn and look to that right hand. So once again, we're trying to get that knee as close to the ground as we can, just hovering over the top just slightly if it needs to be. Keep breathing as it starts to soften up. So guys, if you need more stretching, I encourage you tomorrow to try out my my longer, deeper, intensive stretch video. Just going to get a little more stretching than what we're going to be able to get into today, wrapping up this workout. Go ahead and straighten that right leg out. Let's shake those legs out just a little bit. Now I want you to bring that left knee in. I'm going to reach under my hamstring, or I can reach around and grab that knee. Give me some ankle circles, one direction, opposite direction. My right thigh is all the way extended onto the floor. Now I'm going to reach through and grab inside that left ankle, using my left elbow to open my left knee out to the side. My head is flat on the floor. I'm breathing in through the nose and exhaling nice and deep. Right hand's going to grab that left knee, pulling it across the body, trying to get that knee all the way to the floor. I'm going to keep my left shoulder flat on the floor, and if I want to deepen that stretch, I'm going to turn and look to that left hand. going to come back to center, put both feet flat on the floor, knees are out, arms to the side, dropping those knees to the right. Goal is trying to get those knees all the way down, side to side, just releasing that back and forth a few times. Now I'm going to take those knees up to the ceiling. My feet are flat on the floor. I'm going to place my left ankle on top of my right knee, pushing that left knee away from my ears, just getting into that groin area just a little bit. Sorry, I didn't mean groin area. Glute area just a little bit deeper. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that left foot over to the right side. Now, if you can, I want you to reach down and grab with your left hand, grabbing that right foot. Even deeper, right hand's gonna grab that left knee and pull it down to the floor. Oh yeah. That one feels good. Good job. Go ahead and uncross, shake them out just a little bit. This time I'm going to place my right ankle on top of my left knee, pushing that right knee away from those ears. Just breathe, trying to soften up that glute muscle a little bit. Now I'm going to drop those knees to the left, so my right foot's going to come down to the floor. Right hand is going to grab that left foot. Left hand is going to grab my right knee and pull it down to the floor. Now, if this stretch is too deep, guys, because this is a tough one, let go of that foot. You can also just stack those knees on top of each other, those feet on top of each other, and keeping those legs over to the left side. But this stretch is going to just really stretch out that lower part of the body from the back down to those hips, to those glutes, down along those knees. Try and keep those shoulders away from your ears. Good job. Go ahead and uncross if you can. Both feet flat on the floor. Once again, just releasing that back side to side. All right, we're going to make our way over into that child's pose position. This is that one where I'm sitting down on my ankles. My knees are going to go out so that I can get down as low as I need to, reaching those hands out in front of me. Spread those fingers out nice and wide, pressing through the palms of your hands, pressing through the fingertips. Try and get that forehead all the way down to the floor. Keep breathing for me. I want you to take that left arm and we're just going to thread that needle under the right, using the floor to stretch out that left shoulder. Trying to sink back down into the floor as deep as you can over those ankles once again. Good job. Go ahead and switch arms, threading that right arm through. Trying to get that right shoulder all the way down to the floor. Go ahead and take both hands back out once again, sinking back to that child's pose. Couple big deep breaths here. So right now my hands are at 12 o'clock. I want to walk those hands over to about 10 and 11, pushing my weight down into my right hip. I'm going to feel that along the right rib cage all the way up into my armpit. Keep breathing as those muscles start to soften up. Back to center. Now take those hands over to 1 and 2 o'clock, pushing that weight down into that left hip. Back to center. Good job. Go ahead and come up onto all fours, so hands right underneath those shoulders, knees right underneath those hips. I
I want you to push those shoulder blades apart nice and wide, pushing that spine to the ceiling. Big deep breath in. And as you exhale, I just want you to slowly shift that weight down so that the head's coming. The last thing is going to come up as you exhale, looking straight out in front of you. Inhale back up. And exhale. Last time, inhale up. Chin's going to be the last thing that drops as you push those shoulder blades far apart as you can. And then exhale, shifting that weight down towards the floor. Head's going to come up. All right, hands are still nice and spread. Those fingers are spread out nice and wide. I want you to step that left foot forward, tucking that right toe under. I want you to drive that knee up off the floor. Now for some, this is as far as we're going to get. I want you to push that heel down so you're getting a nice stretch along the back of that right leg. Right hand is going to be flat on the floor. So pushing that palm down into the floor. I want you to twist that left hand up to the ceiling. The goal is trying to get those fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. So you have a nice big line from the middle finger of your left hand all the way to the palm on the floor. Opening up that chest. Good job. If you need to, you're going to drop down to that knee because what I'm really concerned with right here is opening that chest muscles up. Nice big open chest for posture. Good job. We're going to bring that left hand back down. We're going to switch those feet. Bringing that right foot forward. Hands are flat on the floor. Tucking the left toe under. Drive that knee up. Now, if you can, you're going to keep that left hand on the ground. Right hand's going to swing up towards the ceiling, taking a peek at those right fingers. If you need to, drop down to that knee. But if you can, try to push that left heel into the floor. Good job. Go ahead and bring those hands back down. We're going to swing those legs out in front of us. Push those thighs and calves down into the floor. I've got my toes flexed back towards me. I'm going to sit up nice and tall, rolling those shoulders away from those ears. And now I'm just going to walk those fingers out as close to those shins or as close to those toes as I can get it. But I've got my chin pointing out over my toes. My toes are pulled back. Feel this up the back of those legs. Keep breathing for me. Now I'm going to go ahead and roll those shoulders down. I'm going to walk those hands even farther. I can even grab a hold of my feet if I can, pushing those toes back towards my ears. Chin's going to drop down. Thighs and calves are flat on the floor. Good job. Coming back up nice and tall. I want you to keep that left foot straight out, and I'm going to bring my right foot right inside my left knee. Another thing I can do is I can take that foot over that knee. Sitting up nice and tall, left elbow is going to hug that right knee, and I'm going to turn and look over my right hip like I'm checking out what's happening in the back seat. Keep breathing as those muscles start to soften up a little bit. Good job. Go ahead and straighten that right leg out, left foot inside the right knee or over the top. Sitting up nice and tall, right elbow is going to hug that left knee. Turn and look over my left hip. Keep breathing. All right, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and bring those feet in, sitting up nice and tall, rolling those shoulders. Rolling those shoulders one last time, up, back, and down, taking those fingers, reaching straight out in front of you like I'm trying to grab a hold of your wrist, and you're going to sink back, trying to keep yourself from being pulled up. Reach up nice and tall. Rotate those wrists all the way down. Once again, shoulders up, back and down. Lock those shoulders in place. Guys, great job today. I hope you're feeling good and refreshed. I want you to bring it in on 3. We're going to take it out to fight back. 1, 2, 3, fight back. Guys, I'll see you next time.